Ladies and gentlemen, we are in game number 3 of KSC versus O7. Winner take all. Winner goes to grand finals. Loser still gets to go to internationals, but their day is done and they cannot win the title of NA Regional Playoffs King of the Sea. For the side of O7, Ragnar, Gearing, Shima, Petro, Goliath, Salem, Moskva, and then a Kremlin and a St. Vincent. For the side of KSC, Yu Yang, Shima, Daring, Gearing, Napoli, Minnow, Moskva, Kremlin, and Vermont. So let's see where these teams are going to go, ladies and gentlemen, and what ships they are going to take. To where? So, looks like we're going to see light push to the home cap for O7, light push to the home cap for KSC, decent size push to D, and then a small push into C. This is going to be very interesting. Looks like we're getting a mirrored comp. Comes the question of who is able to win it. Now, as we look at this, Ragnar versus Petro against Daring and Moskva, advantage is the Ragnar Petro, because the Ragnar has the quicker rate of fire. Moskva beats Petro rate of fire, but I'd rather have Ragnar Petro than Daring Moskva for that fight. Unless the Moskva's shots just catch the Ragnar absolutely broadside and do, 5,000 damage each salvo. Daring with the aggressive smoke up. Moskva spotted, he takes just over 5,000 health, or just under 5,000 health. Early cap advantage to the side of O7. They will get B quicker than KSC will get A, so they will have a narrow points lead. But this will be anybody's game. The points lead will be probably just about 15 points, maybe 20. It's not going to be an ample points lead. It might even be closer to 10 because it's that 9-second tick. So yeah, that's going to actually be just about 12 points. And yeah, or I don't know, 8 points on the dot. So lead that won't matter too much in the scheme of things, but O7 always likes to have the lead. Gearing and Minotaur working there. Minotaur spotting the Moskva via the Gearing, trying to open up, get as much damage as he can. Moskva turning to try to dodge the damage. Shells are going in. No damage yet. Coop has to be very careful here. Shots look good. And just an overpen worth of damage. Cowboy will see the torps go by him, which will be a warning to the Minnow as well. And there's the radar of the Petro. Daring takes the first damage. They get a bit of damage back on the Ragnar. It's about 2k for both of them. 1,500, 2k for both of them. And the Moskva hasn't used his radar yet. Now he starts to look at the Kremlin, just try to burn the Kremlin down. Gearing smoking the Salem forward. Napoli on the retreat. Daring pushing back into C now. Bear in mind, the Ragnar does have a radar ready if he wants to use it. Ragnar does use the radar. Hataki caught in a little bit of a rough spot, unable to complete that turn. He's going to back up. They're going to spot the shells and try to force the Ragnar back. Ragnar going to continue to consider peeking out. There's the Moskva radar. They don't want to take the Daring out of this cap, and I don't blame them. They're going to say, you know what? If you're going to try, we're going to make you pay, buddy. Daring ready with guns as well, and he's going to be able to smoke up here, and they're just going to work that Ragnar, because watch what's going to happen. Ragnar, boom, down to 19,000. Uh-oh, AP Salvoin doesn't get the Daring. Daring heals up, he's at 14,000, he'll DCP. Ragnar heals up a little bit more, but the health gap differential has been closed. Now, Yu Yang's got Torps out. Is he gonna hit any onto the Kremlin? The answer is not on the first set. Second set, though. Second set looks impossible. Looks like he just gets the dodge line, ladies and gentlemen. He just barely gets a dodge line. The Kremlin's happy with that, though the Yu Yang of Siberian Dog is very annoyed. There's the Ragnar spotted again. Daring spotted by the radar. They did not manage to get the cap because the Petro got the radar off again. But they're going to be able to duck it back right here. And that Petro and Ragnar are taking damage for these attempts. Daring taking a lot of damage too. He's getting the worst end of it, especially with that hit. That's a massive hit to take right there, ladies and gentlemen. Down to 4,700, down to 3,200. Daring unable to push in, but look at where they've gotten this Kremlin to. Colonel Sanders, aggressive positioning. Look at where they've gotten him to. Goliath should be able to turn out to dodge those Shima Torps. Shimas are close to each other, but they haven't spotted each other. The tension is palpable in this game. Kremlin taking another chunk. They're really working. And the Vermont's got a beautiful broadside on the Kremlin. Are the shells accurate? Shells are in 12,000, not as much as the Vermont would want. But that Kremlin, he's going to pop a heal here. He is taking a lot of damage. Especially to come out broadside to a Moskva now, who's just going to look to spam him with HE and fight off that heal. Even the Daring's going to get in on it. AP out now from the Moskva is in 37,000. And Kremlin has turned himself into a Torp, ladies and gentlemen. He's not going to be able to dodge that one. Down to 18,000. There's the heal, but remember that there's the DCP, but that heal's already gone. And now the focus comes, can we set him on a perma fire and finish him? The answer appears to be no so far, but that Kremlin is in a problem spot. And uh-oh, watch out for the St. Vincent. Kremlin got shots in, gets only about 10k. KSC up 70,000. They've done some work. Kremlin gets away at 12,000, but still not in a good spot. And now the Shima and Yu Yang are looking out here to see what they can spot out here. O7 needs to regroup and quick. Otherwise, if they don't, they're going to find themselves pressed out of this game very fast, even with the decap having been claimed temporarily. And the Kremlin spotted 2 seconds to the heal. These shells will come in. How much will they drop him? Down to 6,000. Half his remaining health. He'll be able to pop that back up. Get up to about 25,000 probably. But once again, he's just taking a lot of damage. I don't think he really wants to be taken. And there's a fire. Forces out the instant DCP. Now, Colonel Sanders in a slight problematic spot as well. He's got 64,000 health. He's got a DCP ready, but I don't think he wants to use it yet. Shells in on the Petro aren't going to hit. Shells down at the Kremlin, back down to 17,000. Remember, that Kremlin also only has 1 heal left, so he's looking at a max 30,000. Now, the Ragnar pushing out. They do spot the Yu Yang, but the Vermont in with the HE salvo. Big chunk off the Petro. Yu Yang running for his life as the Ragnar keeps him spotted for another 15 seconds. Here come the shots from the Goliath. This could be devastating damage. Only one hits him, otherwise he would be absolutely dead. As is, he's not able to get out of there, ladies and gentlemen. He's right at the edge. He's running as fast as he can. He's at 4,700. He's trying to get dark. He is dark now. But how much damage does he take? He turns and dodges those. Shells are out. Petro does not have radar range anymore. And even when it comes up. And the Ragnar now being forced back, healing up to about 14,000 max. But shells are coming in, and they're dropping him. And same thing as we talked about with that Kremlin. Both these ships in a very... Oh my goodness! And the Vermont just deletes the Ragnar, and the Daring finishes it off. But the Vermont HE just smashes him in 10 minutes into the game. First blood to KSC. And we're looking at a KSC 100-point advantage. But those two caps still ticking. Only a 50,000 health lead. This is by no means a guaranteed KSC win at this point. O7 still has a lot to say about this game. Kremlin executes that heal, and as I said, he's going to get up to about the 35,000 range, ladies and gentlemen. $37,300. Max health left. Also only has 2 heals. HE salvo out from the Vermont, down to 14,000. Torps dodged by the Vermont. Vermont trying to heal, but man, KSC just has such a beautiful crossfire on this map. So if I'm O7, play has to be a push up this corner. You need to get that Vermont out. Uh-oh, Shima looks like he's good position to dodge those Torps. But your play has to be getting the Vermont out, because right now you're not in a position to get anything out at D. And at C, you got a 43,000 health Kremlin just sitting there. And a Vermont that's going to shoot you as soon as you're spotted. And now John the Ruthless down to 10k. He's going to push forward. They want to get that Kremlin, but I don't think they do. Shots from the Kremlin's rear gun down to 4,600. No DCP. Can they finish him here? Here come the shots from the Vermont, ladies and gentlemen. The shells are out, and the shells will finish it. That's a 3rd kill. Because, ladies and gentlemen, while we were talking, they got the Salem of Oxymoron. That's a 3rd kill to KSC, and they are now up 140 points. O7 still holding the 2 cap advantage, though, and here comes that fight I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're going to see the Yu Yang go down. Yu Yang does go down. Can the Shimakaze finish him with Vermont? Vermont doesn't have the guns turned. Shima down to 10,006. Hasn't used the DCP yet, or the smoke yet. Down to 84. Oh, he has used the DCP, pardon me. He's going to be hurting for a while. Shells in. They get him at 5,000. And the Cowboys Gearing's Torp kill the other Gearing. Shimakaze dies to Shima Torps, though. 4-2 for the side of KSC. They're up. And now the focus turns to Payne the Rockhider. Payne the Rockhider trying to get behind this and into safety. Down to 24,000. Only saving grace is that a minnow can't fire HE, so he can't be forced to burn the DCP yet. But man, 94,000 health separates these two teams. 16 points separate these two teams. This is tense, ladies and gentlemen. This is tense. And now the daring of Hataki heading up to counter the Shima. Shima trying to look up there and get A, but he's going to run right into a daring, and the daring has the health advantage even though he doesn't have a heal. 3,000 extra health, even if that's a trade, denying the enemy access to A is critical for KSC. O7, don't know the daring's there yet. Well, actually... yeah, they do, or no, yeah, they do, because they got RPF, so the SAT will know that there's a ship up there. Daring spotted. Daring smokes up immediately to be on the safe side, pops the Hydro. Gets out of there without taking any damage so far. Spotted again, turning it out. Manages to dodge the shells and stay dark. Points lead up to 40 now for KSC. Health lead up to 100,000. Peyton, the rock hider, hiding on a rock, trying to stay alive, down to under 11,000 health. He's got a Napoli now that's got him on the flank, ladies and gentlemen. And I think this is going to be curtains for him. Uh-oh. He's going to push out here, but if he pushes out too quick, he doesn't. He gets stopped by that. Otherwise, he would take a torp and be dead. And, oh, the Goliath gets the Kremlin. Did not see that coming. And so now, O7 ahead. Napoli trying to finish that Kremlin, but they don't see him right now. And this game is going to go the distance, ladies and gentlemen. A-cap being taken. Daring unable to contest right now. Vermont of Pikachu sitting there. 70,000 health advantage. Kremlin spotted. Coop doesn't take a lot of damage, and Coop should be able to finish off the Kremlin now. Kremlin takes a ricochet salvo. And there's the damage starting to pour in. 5,700 left, down to 4,600. Does he get another salvo off? 3,000 health. 400 health. They get the Kremlin. He does get another shot off. Will that be significant damage to Coop? It will not. And now KSC is still on the back foot. They are down a cap. They are up 2 kills. They are up health. But that cap is a big issue for them. And I expect to see a Moskva gearing push in here onto C. Does the Daring try to go back in and cap A? The Goliath getting ready to push around on the Vermont. Vermont's kind of been pinched here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not looking so good. Napoli and Moskva fighting each other. Moskva does have 4 heals left, down to 49,000. C being capped, and that, it's not going to be capped quick enough to prevent a contest or to seal the points lead, but it will be capped quick enough that when the Moskva goes down, it will be enough. And that's a torp right onto the nose of the Moskva. Moskva going to take the torp. He takes the instant DCP. He's down to 25,000. 3 minutes left. 8-point lead. And, oh, they did get C quick enough. 8-point lead for the side of KSC. When they take out this Moskva, that'll be another one. Shimikaze's torps haven't hit the Vermont. Vermont about to take Vermont, or St. Vincent. No, he dodges. Vermont dodges that one. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure the Vermont's just going to go for the ram right here. Vermont goes in. Vermont gets the ram, ladies and gentlemen. Points stay the same, but that's another ship cleared off the board. And there's the Moskva kill. It's 7 ships to 4 for the side of KSC, and they're looking to eliminate O7 from the competition for the 3rd straight tournament. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. This one's going to go the distance, ladies and gentlemen. But KSC in firm control now. And ladies and gentlemen, there's 1:47 left. This one has gone the distance, but what a game and what a series it's been. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we see the last gasp efforts. Goliath looking for the shells onto the Moskva. Dolphin Princess down to 32,000 health. He's looking at the Moskva. 1 minute left, ladies and gentlemen. Daring not taking the torps. Daring's just running. Gearing and Daring shattering that Shimikaze. Goliath down to 24,000. Not using the heal yet. I think they know it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Daring and Shima about to run into each other. Goliath down to 22,000. This is going to be an occurrence really soon. Here comes SAT. SAT not opening up yet. And there they go. They spot the Shima. Shima. Shells are on him. I think O7 knows this game's over, ladies and gentlemen. Shima's going to go down right here. There's 35 seconds left. And there goes the Shima with another kill. And ladies and gentlemen, what this means is that KSC is going to be your winner. O7 will finish in 3rd place, but KSC is going to face ELSR, the team that knocked them down into the losers bracket, for a chance at being King of the Seas. This has been an absolutely amazing series, and now it's all but over. 7 seconds left until we confirm what we already knew, but KSC will win this game, and they will win this series.
We are mighty, but defeated.
GG, well played to both teams. KSC takes the series 2-1.